Can barely see you over those boxes.
You can see his hand.
I'd like to call the Merrillville Redevelopment Commission meeting for Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023 to order at 6:15. Mr. Secretary, roll call.
Mr. White,
Yes.
Mr. Hardaway, Ms. Uselak,
Here,
I am here, Mr. Pettit.
Here.
You have 5 and a quorum, sir.
Thank you. Next item, ladies and gentlemen, is consent agenda, accounts payable register voucher approval for May 23rd, 2023, and approval of the meeting minutes from April 25th, 2023.
so moved.
Motion by Mrs. Uselak, seconded by Mr. Hardaway to approve the consent agenda as presented. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Under old business, we have an item. As everyone is aware, Pat is out of town on vacation. I told him I would try and do this as best I can, along with maybe Joe's help. Chicago Magnesium Aerospace discussion regarding incentive reimbursement for equipment. They're going to be buying equipment. This was part of their incentive program. What we would like to see, I guess what Pat wants to see, is that they buy the equipment, they pay for it, they bring the receipts into town, and then we reimburse them after we've seen the receipts. Between Angie and Pat, they'll okay everything, make sure everything's in order. Joe, is that kind of a thumbnail on that?
That's thumbnail.
So he just wants confirmation from the RDC that that's the procedure that we want to proceed with. So I don't know, I don't want to hit Steve cold because he's probably not aware of this. I don't know, does anybody have any concern or discussion about how to do this?
Well, is there an emergency on this? Do we have to do it right away?
Well, they want to start buying the equipment, yeah, because they're in
Okay.
there working on the building right now, is my understanding. I mean, I go by there and see equipment on the outside of the building every day.
Well,
So-
could we put it upon contingency of whatever?
Well,
Buy the equipment and then pay for it through the company?
Yeah, and then he'll bring the
Yeah.
receipts in and we'll reimburse
We'll
them.
reimburse them.
Yeah, so is everybody okay with that?
Yeah, as long as we got some kind of solid documentation in hand, I think that's fine.
All right.
Do we have a ballpark figure?
There was a solid figure that was agreed to on this incentive plan.
Yeah, but I don't know the exact dollar amount, Rich. No, I don't remember it. We'd have to have Pat look it up. 400, 397 for some reason sticks in my head, but
So we're gonna say not to exceed 400,000.
not to exceed 400,000 with receipts?
Yes, sir.
Will they be coming back after this for any other?
Not that I'm aware of, no, no,
So that whole
Leonard.
price is about 400?
400 for the, yeah, with receipts.
Well, you need a motion for that?
Do we, Joe, or? Probably be better off to have a motion,
Okay, I'll make the motion.
okay?
That not to exceed $400.
And they they buy the equipment,
Buy the equipment and provide
Provide
the
receipts.
receipts.
Paid receipts.
paid
Paid
receipts.
receipts.
Yep, all right. Motion on the floor, second by Mr. Hardaway. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Under new business in our packet, we have the annual, I guess it's become an annual project that we've been doing with the 93rd Avenue and City Hall, Town Hall planters out front. I know that Council President Bella and Matt Lake have worked on this. The proposal is for $29,944 per season. That includes as you can see, the spring cleanup, herbicides, pull and spray weeds, water all plants from June to November, fertilize all perennials once in the spring, 8 months of service, billable in 8 monthly installments of $37.43. Obviously, this is coming out of the TIF districts. Rick, do you have any other comments for the commission?
The only thing I'll add is that we did a review of all the invoices from Huminger and the programs we have with them. And when we did that, we realized that parts of the town hall area here were not included. That was the planters in front and the areas by the trees. They were not taking care of it. And Public Works was helping out with that part of it. And it made no sense to have them come and do everything in front and not take care of the rest of it. So that's going to be another part that we're going to include too, which will be a separate invoice. But this is for new work We weren't happy with the look of 93rd Avenue last year at all. So they're actually going to go to some annual plants so that we have a nice spark of color every spring, similar to what City of Chicago does, to be honest. And so we should see some really big improvements there.
Okay, is this, I noticed in front of us, there's a signature of acceptance. Is this, am I signing this as RDC president, or is this town manager, or
I would sign it as council president.
you will sign it?
Yeah,
Okay,
only because all the billing comes through us.
all right. Any questions for Mr. Bella? Seeing none, Chair will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Uzelak, second by Mr. Hardaway, to accept the Hubinger Landscaping Corporation invoice for 93rd Avenue and Town Hall planters. All right, given the dollar amount, Mr. Svetnov, should we do a roll call or a voice
Roll
vote?
call.
Roll call, Mr. Secretary?
Mr. White,
Yes.
Mr. Hardaway, Ms. Uzelak,
Yes.
I'm a yes, Mr. Pettit,
Yes.
5 yeses, sir.
Motion carries. Tonight, we have the pleasure of having our financial, why do you chuckle, Robert? We have our financial advisor, Bob Swentz, in the audience from London Witty. The next item is the annual resolution that we do, determining the need to capture incremental assessed value from Lake County in all of our TIF districts. Bob, you want to just give a thumbnail on this thing?
Not sure I can say much more of what you just said. We've been doing this,
I got to make your ride up here worth it, man.
something we've been doing every year for a number of years.
Yeah, go up to the mic for,
This is something we've been doing for a number of years, that the state legislature required. It is your notice to not only the county auditor, but all the impacted taxing units of how much of the assessed value you want to capture in your TIF districts for pay year 2024. The general rule is a commission will collect 100% in order to pay their debt service and to pay for projects like you just talked about, ongoing pay-as-you-go type projects. So if you pass this tonight, we'll take that information and provide it to all the taxing units, and specifically the county auditor, who then passes it on to DLGF.
okay. Any questions for Bob?
I think I may have a question on the capture of the allotment area. Do we know how much that might be, Bob? Oh, thought it was leaving. The area that's mentioned here, for the, I don't know, was that the Broadway tip, or is that the Century Mall?
So we combined the Broadway, Century Plaza, Merrillville TIF. We anticipate that, based on the assessed values provided by the county and your current tax rate, it would be about 2.9 million if everybody pays their taxes 100%. There was really a significant increase in the assessed value in the Merrillville area with all the development that's going on out there.
So is that just a one-time allotment factor, or is that just overall? Say, for instance, do we do this again next year?
Well, as long as the assessed values stay constant,
Sure.
we would expect that, depending on how the tax rate would move as well.
Okay.
But unless there's a big decrease in the assessed value, or there could be increases, the number could fluctuate, but hopefully that's kind of worst case.
So again, that figure was 2.1 or 2.9?
2.9,
Okay, so, when, so when we pay that into the, TIF districts, when we collect the allocation money, then the allocation money goes to pay off bond?
it goes to pay off debt.
Okay.
There are currently, well, today, there's only two. There are two bonds that are outstanding. We also, we are going to use TIF to make the payments on the community center going forward.
Okay, no more questions.
Okay. Resolution 23-15, Chair will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Uzelak, second by Mr. Hardaway to approve Resolution 23-15. Seeing no further discussion, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. I don't think there's anything else, Steve. I know you're kind of pinch hitting right now. I can't think of anything else, Joe. Bob, you don't have anything else for the commission, do you? Okay.
I just have the resolution here to be
Sign?
signed.
Okay, we'll sign the resolution.
Motion adjourned.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Pass that. Oh, and this.